Yeah, one of the most irritating ones, just like running back and forth, right-clicking you non-stop. It's so hard to decide when to turn and trade with him, because he just blasts you when you turn.
Outranges and outruns you, and you just can't really find a favorable trade against him usually.
No. That's very irritating. But we'll get ourselves away with it. Game 1 here in a best of 3, lower bracket. So elimination on the line through this series as we get ourselves towards the SL1 Raleigh. And OG, a bit to prove. You know, a little bit of a slump at the start of the year, but they did manage to qualify to PGL Wallachia. So some silver linings, a bit of shining light there for this OG roster to pick things up and look to the future. But a stiff opponent here, Avulus, who have qualified to, the last 5 events, looking like one of the best teams out of the Western European closed qualifiers. Dropped down here by Night Pulse in a bit of a surprising 2-0. But this is also their time to get a bit of revenge. Deep smoke here from OG, already right through to the Dire Ancients.
Yeah,
across towards mid lane.
They're trying to sneak, but they're gonna go in the fog of war. They have not been spotted. They're nicely towing the line there between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower. There's a bit of fog of war you can use.
The OG conga line coming in behind the Broodmother.
A very sneaky move. Smiling Knight cannot be aware of this one.
And how do we start this? Lich leads out with a Frost Blast.
Oh,
Ari
he's
moves
gonna see them
forward.
now though.
Sees the Brood, but Brood sees her.
Just gonna walk away. Brood is not gonna get caught by this, so jigs up. The position has been revealed.
Yeah, Brood's out of there. Top rune in the river, going to belong to OG. But it looks like they might give away 3. Brewmaster's going to go get the top one. Looks like Smiling Knight was still afraid of the masses of OG heroes there. So that smoke does get them the 2 for 2.
Yeah, so it's a fair trade in the end. A little bit of a minor win for Avulus, as OG were the ones who wanted something from that big move, smoking around and looking for a pickoff. But very minor. Off to a good start, or even start for these teams.
Tiny versus Earth Spirit. We've seen this time and time again. Kicking, tossing, being pushed under tower. There's lots of little things you can do to upset the balance of this lane, but very often it's just farm trade, regen trade, and both players will be sitting on, 100 HP and last hitting creeps right in front of each other.
Yeah, quite commonly we see Earth Spirits just auto-attacking into Tiny, trying to use the low armor of him, but at the same time, there's so much HP on a Tiny that it's a bit too much to work through to really go for a kill.
And down at bottom, Enigma Nyx. So far, Eki playing in the lane. Next, no, he's going to Frost Blast him down.
It's probably the most exciting lane to keep an eye on, see how it's going to go, because if Enigma gets a good start or not, it's going to be super relevant to whether TA takes over the lane.
A good splits by Zibe, not allowing these Eidolons to get splashed on. And Wave in front of their tower for now. But it looks like Lich going to have access to his small camp for the pull.
Yeah, he's going to go for a split pull immediately. Reset the lane, get it back a bit.
Important for him. And when does Nyx start doing the nonsense? The Nyx nonsense? Is it now? This next wave coming in?
Yeah, he's got level 2. He did skill Impale level 1, so now he's got level 2. He's probably going to start going for some farm. I don't think he's pulling the wave, though. I think he just wants to jungle.
Okay.
We'll see.
Just go get the bonus farm from jungle like Mirana used to do.
Yeah, body block this, and then he's going to head off and look for a creep somewhere. They did block the medium camp, though, so there's nothing for him to go to. The Observer Ward by Radiant, and they know it's blocked as well, because Dire have an Observer Ward looking at the camp.
Another reason why Eki maybe just naturally playing the lane. You're with an Enigma. You want to make sure Zibe has a good, strong start, and so far, so good. And next with some decent stats, they're just able to stand there, tank up all these Frost Blasts.
They've done quite a good job harassing the TA, though. Every time she steps too far out, they have the stun combination, Midnight Pulse, or the Malphus paired up with the Impale.
And 23 Savage, 9 last hits, while Enigma's up there, 15 and 7. Good old start here from Avulus. Ever so slightly edging in front of their opponent counterparts. It's early days yet.
Enigma is one of the harder heroes for Lich to harass as well, because anytime he goes up to Frost Blast him, he just gets so many auto attacks on him. So, not too easy of a lane for X-Nova. As we see the other lanes, the Broodmother is still doing quite well. 14 and 3, 13 and 3 on the Brewmaster. So 2 BMs doing quite well.
We've got too many BMs in this game. Alright, just going to give a bit of harassment there to Smiling Knight. Denies the creep under tower as well. Make this Brood's life a living hell.
Always on him.
Seneko does get a little pull though into that small camp, but that allows the Lotus to be grabbed by Ari. And as long as you keep this Brewmaster in the lane, hitting creeps, getting to level 6, OG going to feel pretty happy about the state of affairs up here. Brew level 6. Kind of curious to see what he does with it. Is it a twin gate rotation? Do they come and play into the Brewmaster's lane to kick this Brood out of lane? That's going to get annoying. Brew and Brood in the same sentence over and over again. Usually these are just off-lane heroes and they never see each other. But here it's a safe lane versus an off-lane.
Get your PATAs, you get your Brew and Broods.
No. It's going to be one of those days again, Waga.
We're back to it. So Brewmaster already showing his intentions. He's going for a boots into Radiance. He is quick by his set already. So
great.
He wants to have the Radiance. It makes a lot of sense in this game. Blink cancel against Enigma is going to be great. And also against Broodmother, I think he needs it just for the evasion and the AoE damage.
I'm just going for the one null, no double brace or anything like that. Straight into the Radiance, rushing as quickly as possible, trying to hit that timing a bit earlier on. Yeah. I'm always curious to see what Tinies do. You know, there's a lot of these little adaptations in the build depending on the tempo of the game, right? Here we've got Bottle into Soul Ring, the boots coming after are going to be Phase, then into Blink. But we've seen Treads, we've seen Brown Boots, we've seen, you know, no Soul Ring until after Blink, even.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of going Soul Ring before Blink. I think it's almost a must because of how much HP you have on a Tiny to spend anyway. So trading HP for mana feels amazing. It allows you to spell farm so reliably. But Phase Treads, I think either is fine. It's not too big of a difference in the end. We'll see him go for the standard build though. Going into Blink early is going to be the priority.
Here's walking base though. Has to get back there, having chipped down. Well, up at top, Seneko TPing out. Any more stuns? Oh, they're all done.
Good read by him. Realizes he can just get to safety. Doesn't.
It gets back to his tier 1. Doesn't even TP Fountain.
Yeah, he sticks around. Doesn't want to leave his Broodmother alone for that long. Even though Pugna is a pretty fast hero, you don't want your carry to be left alone and unattended.
And then 9 comes back into lane, dead even in last hits with an Earth Spirit. Yeah. But rotations are coming. 6 minutes about to hit. That first active rune pretty damn important for both these mids. So Eki make his way to the bottom one. Up at top, we've got Stormstormer already there. On top of Ari's Dark Willow, 9's going to turn onto Seneko. They get first blood, though. Avulus killing the Willow off, while Stormstormer keeps this Magnetize going. The backup's coming in the form of the Nyx Assassin, but he's got a long way to walk. And that roll missing doesn't help. 9 still getting run at here, though. And no backups arriving, no TPs. Brewmaster can't come and join. He's going to have to toss back Stormstormer to stay alive. A little bit of a scary time there from OG.
A lot of damage coming in from all the Magnetize, but he's going to bottle up. He can TP in on Dark Willow as well, get a bottle refill, so Tiny is going to be fine. And he can actually look to a kill on the Broodmother now.
Yeah, the toss forward on the Willow. Smiling Knight in the brambles. Codex and 9 going to chase this one down and kill off Smiling Knight's Brood. Good TP bottle refill there from Ari to keep the Tiny in play.
Nyx trying to be cheeky. We got Eki moving in. Gonna get this Wisdom, I believe. They're not quite in time. Lich TPs, but it's still too late.
No, he's got it. He's gonna die for it, though, surely. 3 heroes here. Oh, wait, they Sinister Gaze. No! No
illusion.
way! No, he's not. Oh, that's illegal!
Ooh, Eki with a huge play. So much time invested from OG, they get nothing for it. Usually, we see those Wisdom Rune steals, and it's like, oh, it's okay, we got a kill anyway, you know, it's a even trade. Not in this case. Just nothing there for OG.
Eki, you cheeky bastard.
That Illusion Rune was a godsend.
So good. And while he's doing this, Enigma's still having a pretty damn good time bottom because Eki played the lane here and didn't go and do the Nyx nonsense we always see.
Yeah, and he stayed long
almost
enough.
Top the net worth.
He stayed long enough to just enable the Enigma. Now Enigma has the drums, so TA has to be wary of the drums plus the black hole threat. So she's popping into jungle. Not a bad thing for TA. She farms really fast there, but that does mean Enigma is having a very free game.
And 22 Savage dips back into jungle. And meanwhile, top rune. There's the same story again with another Magnetize out of Stormstormer. They don't blow up Ari. They're on to 9 this time. The Tiny dropping low. Creeps have come in to try and help him and save him, but he just gets slapped down by the Earth Spirit, who rolls deeper onto Ari and gets a double kill. Stormstormer Earth Spirit really enabled here by his support rotations to pick up these kills and keep this pressure on. Like 4 heroes mid, and OG not really responding.
I mean, OG were there with some heroes, but they didn't really have quite the numbers, and Stormstormer with a good roll-through to pick that shield rune, change the entire fight. If Tiny gets that shield rune, they cannot chase and get a kill on him at all. He'll maybe even turn around and look for kills himself. Now on Brewmaster, he doesn't have level 6, he was so close. Oof. Just needed 80 more experience and he could have had his ulti ready, but not quite.
But it's really showing how it can be quite easy for them with these heroes to connect from lane to lane. There's Nyx floating around. A Broodmother and Earth Spirit pretty mobile, able to either run towards the targets or connect into the river and help them out.
This is a problem as well, losing your Brewmaster here. The tower is falling quickly to the Spiderlings. They're gonna get the deny on the tower, it looks like. Oh, actually, spoke too soon, he missed it.
Smelly Knight gets it. Now a bit of emphasis from OG around mid. 2 heroes sat behind 9, as it looks like they're going to smoke down bottom, not under dire vision. While 23 Savage maybe trying to wait and bait the Zibe Enigma.
They need a kill on him. He's been way too free this game. He is backing up though.
Oh, but
I think he understands. He doesn't see anyone mid. They have a lot of wards and no enemy in sight.
The dire scan. Bottom rune. But yeah, process of elimination, right? They don't see them top jungle, mid lane, anywhere around that area, so they've got to be heading bot. Good read by Avulus. And now Eki and Stormstorm are again going to set up around that bottom rune spot. Finds the regen, kills X-Nova. Now even more chip damage on this tier 1 tower mid.
Yeah, not even chip damage. With the regen rune, Stormstorm can just lay in here. How are they going to force them away? Pugna, with the damage coming in from the blasts, tower will fall. Unless they're...
Catapult wave just arriving as well.
And now Brood on bottom lane. Made a swing, took the top tower, goes down bottom. This is very nice play from Avulus. It's all kind of falling into place in a nice way.
OG TPing mid. Tower already dead though to the blast in the catapult. As Stormstormer rolls away. And then bottom lane, you're right. Multi-pronged approach here from Avulus. Onto this bottom tier 1 with Eidolons and Spiderlings. Currently nothing to really deal with them. You know, TA can't step up. Tiny doesn't have that blink. As this Brewmaster is going to TP out of top lane. Not quite caught by the Eki stun, so good escape from Brew.
Yeah, at least he gets out, but still, this is a lot of damage done to OG. 10 minutes into the game and you lost all your tier 1 towers. That really makes it difficult to get out on the map. Like, yeah, you're all alive and out playing the field now, but when a hero dies, you won't be able to reinforce as easily and quickly.
Yeah, and these towers, you know, 4k lead now for Avulus, picking up a lot of the resources on the map. OG still looking for a hero to play through, and I feel like it's got to be this Brewmaster with Primal Split. He's rolled on, stunned, caught out, gets off the Primal Split at half HP, but the Lich has been obliterated next to him. I'm not sure the Brew can get a kill off the back of this. He's chasing Eki, but the Nyx Assassin, he's pretty tanky. Popped his magic wand, still half health. And the Brew ult,
Pugna, tossback maybe to TA?
On the Pugna, yeah, Avalanche toss back,
he didn't
but
toss
Taneko's tanky, didn't toss him back, and the Brewmaster now dying. Taneko just decrypts himself and stands his ground.
Yeah, I thought he would have tossed it to TA there. She could have finished that job after the Qualifiers is over, but maybe they couldn't take the fight anyway, as the rest of the Avulus heroes were charging forward. Everything just going Avulus' way. 5k gold lead in building.
This map is already starting to look really small.
Yeah.
Like,
and the
OG is stuck by their tier 2s all the way across 3 lanes.
Orchid right around the corner as well. 950 gold on Brood. Just needs 200 more. And she has the Cornucopia finally.
And Tiny still, what, like 500 gold away from Blink?
Yeah, he needs more golds. And that's the difference you were highlighting in the draft as well. The Earth Spirit doesn't really need to wait for a timing. Yeah, it's nice to have Blade Mail, but by no means is it necessary. The time you have your ulti, you're ready to go. Moving bottom now. Nyx popping into the ulti. Lich is the target.
Roll right in. X-Nova didn't stand a chance there. And Brewmaster, he's bought his talisman. He doesn't have ulti. Stormstormer and Eki know this. Really putting pressure onto OG here, seeing if they can elicit some kind of response, or just straight up kill the Brew. Trying to dodge the stuns, but Eki will land it. Meanwhile, Smiling Knight has solo killed. No, there was help from Snako, but they've killed 9 as Brew dies bottom. Multiple cores across multiple lanes. This game's going down the drain really quickly.
It really is. The supports are struggling so much because of the Wisdom Rune steal that we saw at minute 7. We still don't have level 6 on the Dark Willow. He's halfway. It's 13 minutes in. And yeah, Lich is level 6, but he just got it leeching experience bottom, and he got killed for it, so... They desperately need the Willow to hit level 6 and start making moves together with the 2 supports.
A lot hinges on that next move, right? The Blink Tiny, the next Primal Split, the Lich ulti,
They're on
this
TA.
smoke. The jump TA, you're right. They found an opening onto 23 Savage. Stormstormer again just making the opening move. Game Frost is here, but Stormstormer will dodge the bounces as he moves away from Nyx. But OG, they found a kill on Eki. Protected their TA for now. The Broodmother, look at this swarming army come in, silencing the Tiny up. Smiling Knight straight towards 9. Lich in trouble as well, as Zibe's going to black hole the Brewlings, looking to take down Codex with Seneko picking up a kill on Ari and Ex-Nova. This Brew is left all alone, going to get blasted down, and Stormstormer's on a monster kill streak. Tier 2's up next, and Tiny has only just got Blink Dagger.
Yeah, he finally has it, but it feels like, you know, oh, I'm ready to fight, guys, but the tier 2 tower is gone. And the map control is completely in Avulus' favor. 9k lead. Tiny finally goes in, though.
Is the Blink toss back. Sends the Enigma into the TA. A big kill for OG.
Maybe a second one.
Zibe down, and another one here. A bonus on Seneko. Wait, hang on a second. He decreps, he life drains. The Frost Blast comes in. He's got raindrops, but 23 Savage. He's going to go in with a physical damage. Takes him out while Stormstormer responds. The TA exposed herself. Went too far forward. Rolled on and killed while 9 goes for another toss play. Eki sent back in, but he lands a 3-man stun. Broodmother coming back in with a roll from Stormstormer. Dark Willow in trouble. Kicked out. Taken down. A godlike Earth Spirit here from Avulus. Really setting the tempo of this game.
Tiny Blink again, trying to toss back.
Another one. Broodmother into the Sinister Gaze this time. Stormstormer going to try and save Smiling Knight. Turn around on a 9. Looking to finish off the Tiny with a final roll. And the spawn spiderlings, while Smiling Knight pops his wand, gets over the tree lines. Can't be finished off. The Brewmaster, he's gone too far forward, desperately scrambling for a kill. Instead, though, it's OG being magnetized as Ex-Nova runs away from this Earth Spirit. Is he ticking over and dying?
Yeah.
Stormstorm is now beyond godlike.
It's a level 2 magnetize. You can't regen that. 85 damage per tick, and he refreshed it with a rock. Beyond godlike. What a way to start the day. Impressive stuff coming out from Avulus, but OG, on the back of the Blink, managed to get something going at least. They got a few nice tossbacks on the tower. I think this is the way back into the game for them. If they can bait Avulus to play near their towers, use their Lich, Dark Willow, and Tiny combinations. But Brewmaster, he just needs to tuck away and farm, man. He needs to find this Radiance. We see him trying to join these fights. And yeah, the ulti is nice, but without the Radiance, it's really not the same.
It is not. It was a really good sequence of play from OG with 9, playing on 10% HP and just blinking and tossing people around. That's what he's got to do. Pick up the slack here.
Yeah, the 3 of them should just try and find some wards to play under. They also need to go and de-ward this triangle area. 9 runs in there, but there are 2 observer wards spotting him. He is protecting his supports, who will go in, get the D-ward. The fact that there are 2 wards, though, makes it very unlikely they will D-ward the second one. When you find 1 ward on the cliff like that, you're like, oh, nice, we've secured the triangle. But Eki still has 1 ward for at least a minute.
Keeps tabs on the TA. I know that OG are all up there. A big old circle drawn by Seneko saying OG going to play top. Avulus playing out of that bottom jungle.
Ooh,
now responding,
Avulus.
setting up.
They have an absurd timing. They have Pipe completed, BKB Brood, BKB Earth Spirit. Things are looking tough right now. And of course, the Nyx has his Dagon as well. He found Chodix.
Look at that damage. Straight up slays the Brewmaster.
Oh, quick and easy pick off.
And then they're also pivoting in towards mid to play there. I spotted a couple of heroes on the retreat, and Stormstormer's chasing in towards the Tormentor area where he spotted 23 Savage. Straight in with a roll, the magnetize, and a life drain damage. The TA is dead. Another roll. He's going in. I mean, Ari, very low HP, trying to get behind his tier 3 tower. The roll of the barrier. In we go. Dark Willow dead. Zapped by the Dagon. Chain Frost going to bounce back in, though. Stormstormer rolls away from it while Seneko's protected by Eki. Everyone backing each other up, but 9 looking to get in there with an avalanche toss play. He can't quite do it though. Doesn't finish off Suneko. Turnaround life drain, and now the Brewmaster silent stop. He can't get the primal split off. He's dead.
How is Soneko alive? What? He just turns this around, and now you used everything you had, and the push is coming. Brood is here. They're gonna back up, in fact, and keep building for more advantage, as Brewmaster's gonna respawn with the ulti soon, but this is just all falling apart. OG getting outclassed in game number 1.
It's minute 19. There's a DD top. Roshan's alive. There's Tormentors in a minute. So many objectives and resources coming up now for Avulus, right? No need to go and push high ground and die or feed.
No,
they just go take the map.
The world is their oyster. They can do whatever they want, really, in this game. Full control. Tiny
Another roll. Stormstormer in onto Tiny. Getting turned on, though. The damage out of 9 and Ari, but not enough here, really. 9 still looking like he's going to fall as the Broodmother comes in from behind, kills off X-Nova, 23 Savage, and then 9 to follow. 4 heroes, no response. OG tucked back in their base now, waiting to respawn.
So devastating to watch. They did try to just walk out mid and get the lanes fixed a little bit. Brewmaster is dead as well. Just a simple Orchid.
He's not even going to finish Radiance this game, is he?
No. Nah, I mean, this Radiance has been delayed so many times. He was just about to complete it again, and they call it. And they're suffering right now, Gareth.
Pre-20 minute, 27-6, 18k lead, spectacular from Avulus from start to finish. OG, some signs of life, but really a game that crumbled very